Let's move on to next question. So next question is like we are given with the list of integers. We have to find the first odd number of the list and print the result, and we have to use the stream functionality. So requirement is very simple. In the given list of integer, we have to find the first odd number. So and we have to print the result. Let's see how to do it. We have this list of integers. We have to find the first odd number. So odd number identification, you guys have already know, right? So it's like if number mod 2, if it is equals to 0, which means it is even, and if it is not divisible, means if the mod operation returns non-zero, means it is odd. I hope you guys know this. This is a very basic thing. So in Java 7 world, it is pretty straightforward. Like we just have to see if this condition holds good on the list. So we have to print that first occurring number. So that's what we used to do. In Stream world, how to do it, let's understand. Okay, so let's take numbers and we have to stream it. This is anyway there. And let's filter the same condition here, what we discussed, right? So if the element is element mod 2 is not equals to 0. So I hope it's clear. If the number is not divisible by 2, means it's an odd number. So we have to find the first one. So that's a requirement. I hope you understood. We have to find the first one and we have to store it. So I'll talk about find any operation also in a while, because so in find there are two ways. So in find there are two methods supported. One is find first and find any. I'll just talk about that in a while. So it's returning optional and it is first odd. So we have to take it. So we got the first odd. So it will return optional because there can be a possibility that there is no odd at all. In that case, optional really useful. So first odd, what we have to do is in case of option is we have to see if present. So this is very much important because otherwise it can be null pointer if you directly do a get operation. So if present, just print it. That's it. So what I'm doing is I'm doing a lambda to method reference here. So if it is a lambda, it was straightforward, like take an element, pass it on to system.out.println. But since it is a just one element I have to print, I'll go with method reference. That is straightforward. So if I just run this, right, I'll see the output. So you can see we got 7 as the answer. That is the first odd number. So I told I'll talk about find any also. Let's say if I go with find any. So and if I run this, so it will also return 7. Then what is the difference? Maybe I'll run one more time. You can ask me what is the difference. So find first and find any, right? Both work same in case of single stream. I'll try to add some more elements so that we can utilize the parallel stream. So just few more elements I'll add. Okay. So let's change this to parallel stream and we'll try to run this. So we got 17 as the answer. But what we wanted is the find first odd number. Let's say if I run this find any one more time, still it is returning 17, but the results can't be predictable. Okay, here I'm getting consistently 17, but result is not predictable. But if I go with find first and if I run, you can see it should print 7. Yeah. So difference here is in case of find any, right? What it does is, maybe I'll just add find any again. So what find any does is, so we are basically dividing this given array list into multiple streams, parallel streams. So find any checks if there is any odd number in any of the streams. So this whole given array list, right, it will be split into multiple streams. It will be processed parallelly. What I mean is, like, let's say in the first stream there can be 2 4, I'm just giving an example, 6 8, and in the second stream there can be, for example, 7 10 12 13, and in the third stream something else. For example, it can be 14 15 and 16 17. This is just for example I'm writing. So when I do find any, what it does is it will, so there will be a parallel processing happens with a parallel stream. So find any checks, is there any odd number in any of these? So it returns that. It will not check whether it is the first one or a second one. No, it will return if there is a matching odd number, matching condition. It just returns it. So find any is useful when you don't want to retrieve first one, second, or something. There is no constraint on such. Then you can use find any. Find any is very useful with parallel stream. So it basically look for matching filtered criteria and retrieve the element and return. But find first looks for the first one. So even if you use parallel stream, right, find first may not be that useful, but find any is useful. Let's say your requirement was like check this array list and return any odd number, then find any is useful. But if your requirement is check this array list and find the first number with odd behavior, right? Then go for find first. I hope it's very clear to you. And parallel stream, by the way, it is useful to basically run our application faster, but it has its own caveats. If you want to know that, please comment on that. I'll create separate video for that. Let's move on to the next question.